Ready?
Yes.
Right. So good afternoon, our friends from the meet. Afternoon, our friends from the media. Welcome to the conference room at the national headquarters of the GIS. This is a second update on what we issued earlier in the morning about a swoop being conducted by officers of the Ghana Immigration Service and an operation that had been sanctioned by the Comptroller General of the service to raid the streets of Accra of foreign beggars and also to disrupt networks of criminal elements, and then also to repatriate all undocumented beggars in collaboration with their respective embassies in the country. And then we are to ensure that this operation is conducted in a very humane way, in consonance with our core value of respecting the human rights of every individual, be it a Ghanaian or a foreign national. So this morning, early in the day, some teams of operational men from the service descended onto 11 different zones of the national capital to arrest all foreign nationals in locations that we have identified by or through intelligence. We zoned the whole national capital into 11 zones, from Zabuzongo to KIA to Medina, Abokobi, and what have you. And as we speak, we've arrested 2,241 foreign nationals, made up of the following: 384 male adults, then 577 male children, 525 female adults, and then 755 female children. All these persons are currently undergoing profiling. When they arrived, we had various tents set up and officers. We have the GIS clinic on standby to conduct medical screening for any of them, especially children and old persons who may need medical attention immediately, to take care of them. Then the next segment was for them to go through security profiling to ensure, apart from the undocumented ones we are looking for, whether there are persons of interest. For such persons, we'll take them through the normal legal process. Those that are undocumented are engaged in these begging and other criminal activities. Immediately they go through and to the end of the profiling session, buses are ready to convey them to their various destinations. We are in talks again with some of the embassies of these nationals, and they fully support what we are doing. Some of them, a couple of years back, conducted such exercises on their own. So we have their backing, and if any embassy, for that matter, will want to remove their nationals by air or whatever that means, the service is really ready to support such an effort. But then after they go through all the processes, they will be escorted out of the country by the GIS by road. So far, that's what we have, and they are currently going through the process. By the end of the day, we'll know the total number that have been arrested for the day and the various nationalities into which they fall. And these figures may rise as more people are brought in. As we speak, so far we have received from about 4 or 5 zones within the national capital. I believe by the close of the other zones may come on board, and the numbers will definitely go up. And then we will get to know the various nationalities to which they belong. So that is what we have for now concerning the swoop, what we call special operations that the service has embarked on. Thank you. If there are 1 or 2 questions, I'll pick them up.
Is this operation only happening in Accra, or it's a nationwide thing? Because we find some of these people in various capitals and within the country.
Yeah, so thank you. So it's it's to be conducted across the country, especially the major cities. So Accra is the launching pad. Definitely within the next 24 hours or so, the other cities will begin to experience this this move of removing these undocumented aliens. Yes, so it's not just going to be confined to the national headquarters, but then outside Accra.
Which nationals are predominantly the largest numbers you've really arrested so far?
Yes, I have not received that briefing. Like I said, the process is still ongoing. I'm sure by the course of in the next press statement we release, all these questions will be answered.
A follow-up. Would you agree that your officials at the borders, land borders specifically, are compromised or complicity in all this?
They are not. They are not. And I wouldn't hold brief for anybody who will intentionally do that. But then, and again, it's not an excuse that we always say the borders are porous. But if you look at the measures we put in to ensure that our borders are safe, you realize that we are doing the best across the South region. We're one of the best border security institutions where others even come to benchmark us. Just that at times it's unfortunate that some of our fellow nationals and say border residents at times assist some of these people to come in, and but then we are in engagement with such border nationals about the dangers of assisting foreigners to enter the country through farm ways and other pathways and all that. Yes.
This is not the first time operation you see, because the immigration for more year, so never we know about the last thing evidence.
Yes, we the first or last, but OSHA way in terms of magnitude and planning and all, it is one that we know will send a very strong signal to those even who may be hiding somewhere that we have not seen, that no, the terrain has changed. And even at the borders now, the Consular General has given a very strong directive to border commanders to double their patrols and their efforts. And again, we've also built up on our community engagement with border residents to ensure that these things do not happen. So in most border communities, especially in the northern frontier, we formed what we call community protection forums, where there are various groupings with border community members as part of this group, where even you have these civilians being chairpersons of this group to raise issues about counter-terrorism, cross-border activities and all that. So gradually, we are buying them onto our side. And let me say that the effort is paying well. So we may not be seeing such high numbers coming on because of what, take it as an assurance, but with the cooperation of all Ghanaians. Thank you.
Okay, you mentioned security profiling, and we know that this issue, you can look at it from the child protection view and the immigration aspects. Now, after profiling these people, those that are found out to Ghanaians, for instance, is there any collaboration, for example, the Ministry of Children's Social Protection? What is being done to make sure some of them are school, in fact, all of them school worthy, to ensure that they go back to the country?
Yeah, so definitely if you are found to be a Ghanaian, yes, will be released. Our main attention and concentration is on foreign nationals. Yes.
Yes, so sir, good afternoon. So my name is Valencia from TBC. I want to find out, is the evacuation linked to any security concerns, legal issues, or any diplomatic development in the country?
You want to know whether this action is as a result of?
It's linked to any of these.
No. So like I said, GIS is in charge of migration and also border security and all that. But then, like I said, we now depend more on intelligence-led operations. So from Intel, we realize that these beggars, apart from being a nuisance, you find some criminal elements trying to organize them and then use them for certain activities. And even the issue of human trafficking, that trying to engage them and taking them away. Some go with buses to go and bring them and ferry them into the country because one, the business is lucrative and they are using these vulnerable ones to enrich themselves. I think it is very wrong.
The syndicate, are they Ghanaians?
They are foreign nationals. And at times you find Ghanaian collaborators. Yeah.
How is the Ghana Immigration Service
Yeah, so like I said earlier, I said as part of the operation, and it's one of the key objectives of the operation, ensure humane handling and processing. And by our core value as an institution, respect for human rights. So we are taking, that's why earlier when some of the cameramen came, we said, no, you can't send your cameras there because you find them in a very vulnerable state and all that. We don't have to expose, especially for children, we don't have to expose them on our news flashes. But I saw online some media houses showing pictures of children. We have to protect that. So we are being guided and being mindful of their human rights. So we are doing it in a very humane way.
Yeah. How do you determine, how do you determine that somebody is a Ghanaian?
Oh, that's our job. That's our job. You see, some of the questions, if they are answered, then it gives information to those who may be listening to us but not be like us, and then they can use that to try to evade officers when they are being questioned.
So what would you do if you found a foreigner with a Ghana card? What would be your reaction?
Yeah, also we are experts in document fraud or identity fraud. So we know how to find these people out. We can easily check on the national database to see whether this card is genuine or you, the person, by our questioning to know whether you are indeed a legitimate holder of that card. That is whether you're a Ghanaian.
Meaning they are genuinely holding Ghana cards.
But you're not a Ghanaian.
But then they can stay. Not a Ghanaian but having a Ghana card. Because I know foreigners can't have Ghana cards. Can't
No, Ghana card is not the ultimate factor in determining whether you are properly documented. One, your immigration status. Are you resident? Or have you been regularized by the immigration service? So that's the first point of call. Yeah.
So we've heard that this kind of
I think this will be the last, but one. I'll take this one.
It's business for some people.
No, please come again. I didn't get.
We've heard that some of these days it's business for some people. It's business that some people are doing. Have you heard about it? And what is being done about those people bringing in all these?
Yeah. So again, I said that it's not just begging, but then people have turned into businesses. So they can go out there to neighboring countries where these vulnerable ones are there and easily bring them in and then push them on the streets. Then they sit at corners somewhere, and as and when their pockets are full, they go and empty it into the coffers of these facilitators. So we know all. As I'm saying that for some of these people, they wouldn't be just repatriated, but then we'll take them through the legal process.
So have you heard any people coming in claiming those arrested are relatives and want to bring them? Have you heard any?
Not as we speak. No. So, Jenna, I'll take the last one.
Has the GIS conducted any studies on why foreign nationals are increasingly resorted to street begging in Accra, Magdalene County?
Please come again. Have we conducted
Any studies?
Yes, any studies on why foreign
to give them a CD or two? But then when we do that, we are motivating and encouraging them.
How are you dealing with the language barrier? Because most of them can speak any of our local languages, not even English.
Yes, but then some speak broken English. They've learned the trade, the language on the trade. Yes, so, but then we have officers who speak French.
How about Hausa?
Yes, we have them. We have them. So if you go there now, you will find officers who speak Hausa and French that who are there. Yes, some of them have been here that they can speak very well a good tree. That you may think they are Ghanaians, but they are not. So as for communication in terms of getting their data and all that, it's not a difficult issue.
Please, is this operation focused on only the children in the street begging or the night workers are bad?
No.
But they are offering.
Yes, but the objective or the goal of this exercise is on the beggars. If other people are roped in, fine. Yes. So it's not about those who have their trade by night, but then targeted at street beggars.
Prostitutes at night who are foreigners.
Oh, but I know we've done such an exercise before at some areas, and we moved out over 400 female students or traders and all. Yes. So, but this one is targeted at the street beggars because of the criminal entities who are behind and using them. Come in. Some even had time to go and pack one or two things into the bus. So if you go there, you find some of them with their luggages.
One woman looked pregnant and she collapsed at a point. What's her status?
I'm not aware of this, but I can follow up on that. Last question from the female.
Please, Magdalene from JDC again. What message does the GIS have for Ghanaians who may be aiding or employing undocumented foreign nationals?
Yes, you see, we are all enjoying the peace and security. People say Ghana is an oasis of peace, attracting foreign investors, holiday makers, and what have you. It lies on all of us as Ghanaians. That's why national security comes out with a saying that see something, say something. If we want to continue to enjoy the peace and attract the investment that we are getting now, then if I'm not in the community, you are there, and you see something that is untoward, that is against the rules, it lies on you to report such an action or movement to the police, to immigration, to the assemblyman, to whoever is a symbol of authority within the community, and then an action will be taken. So it is on all of us Ghanaians to ensure that the peace is protected for us to enjoy and to attract the needed foreign direct investment into our country. I'll take the last one, and this is the last one. Thank you.
When can we visit?
Follow-up. So have you been able to get a word from the immigrants? They know, for lack of better words, they know their employers. Have you been able to get something from them?
We are working on that. Definitely.
And follow up on what I asked. How is the GIS collaborating with local law enforcement to dismantle these criminal networks?
Yes, so some of the background information I will not be tempted to give, but then once it's coming from the top, from the Comptroller General, who also sits at national security meetings and all that, so know that other entities are involved, but then we are in the forefront in doing this. We have the support of all other agencies. Yes, currently we are in discussions with a security agency for extra space and all that. Yes.
When can we go and see them?
Under your leadership, you want to direct us as to how to go about it, because
When can we go and see them? Yes, I'll let you know. Definitely.
Today?
I'll let you know. Today, by 2 or thereabout, we'll be receiving more, so we do not distract the orderly manner of processing and all that. But then maybe by the close of the day or tomorrow morning, we can engage them. But then we are very mindful of taking pictures of children and vulnerable persons and all that, and showing them online.
Where's the next operation taking?
that one is an operation.
Yeah. So thank you very much. I'm grateful for your patience, waiting for me to climb up and all that. So support us with your write-ups and the space you give to us. Thank you very much. God bless us. P. Saying. Wow. Okay. Then maybe I'll start with Gan.
Drop a bell, sir. We wish all your language guys were here.
Right, it's the American say, and Ahumachin, Immigration Service paying pa Comptroller General of Immigration, Mr. Amadou. Emma, a quine say, yen conducted operations na yen kokrum na ye wo performing Ghana for you who there be or trafficking any other places almost just na yen chi omu nyina na ye me profile omo krom ha omo ni nkrata Immigration Service anyone na untimi nkyere said they are omuru oman ni mu no and the bus says ho a by the close of day no ye de ombegum ye de omakomu krom ye de omoba edikan ye wo GIS clinic personnel wo ha omo hwe said the omapom disease especially in corona wo mu no then na ye de omko the message ye be your profiling ahwe say wo ufi he wo ye de na owura mu wo ye hwan odin and other documents are gene ehwe ni na mu si ewi a omo wo ha omo ni nkrata omo timi nche enuma ba kwa na me ni bi no omo nyina ye be nyuma free ha say ana nkofo bo so a ye hu say by intelligence yes e start ya na ye over time ye the officers our Google crew ma o ma ye fifi mu ahu say there are some foreign nationals omo taxi e bi dia ye business nkura no ko just kan ba na onga be hwe gu ombotom nti ebi kwati mi kɔ amanɔne ɛkɔ fɔm ba na ɔmo yɛ adwuma ni yɛhu ni nyinaa na yɛhwehwɛ wɔn nti out of this no yɛnsa so mu a ɔmo deɛ ɔmo bɛfa mmara kwan so ɛna sentence a yɛde ɔmo atum ba ɔmo maka ni nyinaa no yɛbɛhwɛ ne yɛgya wɔn kwan fɛfɛɛfɛ yɛyɛ ni nyinaa so no yɛhwɛ wɔn human rights mensɛ mesa ka ne twi ba ɔmo human rights sɛ ɛbi a yɛmfa mo fa ɛkwan bi so a ɛnyɛ ɛnam di kan ka sɛ yɛhu sɛ some media houses koraa twitwa nkora pictures ɛde aba online yɛnyɛ saa it's against international protocols nti yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ ɛbi a obiara bɛfa mmara kwan so yɛwie a yɛgya wɔn kwan na bi a dɛm sɛ yɛne 1 or 2 of the embassies of some of these nations a ɛnya nkitaho ho a ɔmo taa akyire sɛ deɛ ɛyɛ no ɔmo foa so na ebi nkɔ sɛ ɔmo ba no ka sɛ o yɛ deɛ yɛbɛ sɛ yɛde ɔmo fa ewiemhyɛn ɛde ɔmo kɔ back to baabi a yɛ sɛ ɔmo kɔ a yɛnsi ɔmo kwan yɛbɛma ɔmo ayɛ saa nti dwumadi a yɛahyɛ aseɛ no na ɛnsi ɛnwie wɔ nkran ha pɛ sɛ Kumase sɛ Takoradi other places a ɛhu sɛ ɔmo hɔ no hɔ nyinaa yɛbɛyɛ ɔmo nyinaa na ehia sɛ Ghana ni biara bɛboa especially wɔn a wɔwɔ border areas because yɛhu sɛ apart from sɛ yɛn engage border communities no still a ebinom ebi akakra obenya nti no na wagye obi sika na tena okada so na ɔdena kɔsi bus stop na afa car na aban kran na ɔkɔ Kumase ɛmboa yɛn because the public safety of every Ghanaian is very important esi so wohwɛ yɛ northern frontier terrorism agye some of the countries over there so yɛama yɛn nya na hɔ na yɛamoa na ebi ti bewura mu a we may not be sitting here having this discussion nti we'll call on every Ghanaian say something say something we have not relaxed on that yɛn kɔ so mi yɛ ni pɔntɛm yɛ wɔ wɔ hɔ mini hɔ bi but wɔn sɛ bi a efie bi wɔ hɔ na abɛhɛ sɛ kɔfo egu ɔno ɔmo nya Ghanafoɔ ɔmo mpie awia anadwo bɔn sɛ na ɔmo hyɛ hɔ bi oni fie ma ɔmo hyɛ de computers asalize saa ɛnyɛ com center ɛnyɛ internet cafe please report to the service or to the police or to any person of authority assemblyman na action in taking ɛnyɛ saa asundwe a yɛ enjoy any investors are here because of the peaceful nature of our country no it may be eroded temi damase sɛ ma ba tie yɛn na hodo boa brofo okay so far yɛ ka sɛ fi anopa a yɛhyɛ aseɛ no yɛnya 2241 emu tikye nie 384 ɛyɛ male adults mmarima just say ɔmanyin ana 577 ɛyɛ male children ana 525 ɛyɛ mmaa mpanyinfoɔ ana 755 ɛyɛ nkwadaa mmaa nkwadaa ahohwɛ a in both categories no nkwadaa no ɛdɔɔso sin mpanyinfoɔ because ɔmo ɛna yɛ businesses no nti mmarima no yɛ 34 nkwadaa mmarima no yɛ 577 but because of the other zones no these figures may go up yeah thank you what was that 3 question say 2 okay me that say the di campaign ade ba ko a ye hyemu kana ye community engagement yenya IOM yenya EU a omo boa yen to set up permanent structures in the various border communities yati dinkokuo border citizens no eka ho omo kwa na chairpersons of these various committees botane say abibie mu no yehia na ema on checheye efa illegal crossing terrorism any human trafficking child trafficking all these things nanti omunya that kind of education eboa in attitudinal change say ade ye nye biem obi say bia ye nya sika say but oman na so ndwe oman ne bambo ehu hia so I wouldn't assist or aid a foreign person to enter the country because what for na talk that so adin rem na na fa efom kwa adin rem no woni na adwin say bia owura keke but you don't even search his luggage that's what for no but you my woman and I say but there is na kwa so wa no you wouldn't know it yes say Buma yina yamwa Ghana Immigration Service but in all other security agencies na ye hu bibia e koso on motema enya yenyi security persons asutri na you take the needed action. Madam I say
Where's our gun?
your lunch.
Gun.
How you kill me? I don't know gun. I don't know.
Suggestion, let's have the other language people around.
Gun.
Especially
But me, apart from Obonu, we don't have a gun station.
When Accra.
Okay.
Maybe Hausa could have.
Yeah.
Yes, because they integrated with all these communities who speak Hausa.
Okay, then we'll be coming to adult education program. We'll be there once, twice, or yes, we will come on this same issue. Yeah. Jagbani. Then we have a Jagbani. Cecilia right way. Jagbani is outside here.
Oh, okay.
You are very happy.
Picture